You gonna tell them your name?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Cafe Califia store and maybe Kana and me draw my name at school now.
You drew your name at school? That is wonderful. Hi guys, it is me, Angeline once again, and I am here with my grandbaby Queen Califia. You've probably seen her in a whole bunch of my videos and stuff, alright? See, we've got head wraps, and who do you want to look like?
Like...
Stand up so they can see how long her head wrap is, alright? I like to wrap my hair, but you know, she wanted it to look like who?
Elsa.
Elsa. Do you guys know who Elsa is?
She's a queen.
She's a queen.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Alright, well you are a queen too. You are Queen Califia, and queens eat the best. We're going to eat and drink the best, and we are going to nourish with nature. That's what we're going to do. So, as you all can see in the previous video, we made some collard greens juice. This was actually the juice from the stems of the collards, and as you can see, I strained it because it's a little fibrous. So I did strain it, and it's really potent. This thing here is really, really potent. Alright, so
I want to help you.
You're going to help. So we're going to set that aside, and we're going to finish the rest of all this stuff here. We are going to juice it off. Look at all of this.
Look.
We're going to make juice.
What?
We're going to make juice.
Yeah.
We've got limes, celery,
we got
cucumbers,
no,
and
I
beets.
talk.
All right, you talk.
We have ice cream cones.
Later we get ice cream cones.
We have onions.
All right, we're going to make juice. All right, remember what Grandma said?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're going to juice all of this. All right, celery. Oh my God, I did not cut up my parsley, but that's okay. Let us begin. All right?
Okay.
So let's turn this thing off. I switched this out. This kind of makes it easy because some of these root vegetables are really fibrous, and after I juice them, I have to strain it. Let me see, make sure my bottom is not shown because there is nothing down there. All right? So this is good. So we are going to
Chocolate.
You know what? We need to wash your hands first because you're going to help. So let us scoot over here. Scoot over here.
Where is the button?
You're not going to touch the button yet. Come on, wash hands. Always wash our hands first. Alright, so some of that good soap. Make sure I am not showing anything. Okay. Alright, so Queen Califia washed her hands. That's right, before you touch my stuff. Alright guys, so
Girls don't touch people's stuff.
that's right, unless you wash your hands. Alright, so you are going to help Grandma. We are nourishing with nature.
I helped my mommy at my mom's house. I did help her.
You help her? That is wonderful. You're going to be my helper today, okay?
Okay.
So let me turn this on. Let me get over here.
Where is the button?
You don't have to touch the button. Grandma touched the button, alright? So guys, we are going to juice off all of this here. Let me see if this is still.
I help you with that.
We're going to put the celery in, right?
Celery in there.
Yes, you want to put the the celery. I want you to put this up here. Through the chute. Remember how we did it the last time?
Yeah.
So you stand up. Ooh, I'm going too low.
Can I put it in?
Ooh.
Can I?
Let me come back. You put that in. I am showing too much. We are going to add all this stuff in here. Now, celery juice. I love celery. I add it into a lot of my juices. All right. Celery, if you have high blood pressure, put that in there for Grandma.
Okay.
Push that down the chute, the celery. This one here. Push this down the chute so all the juice can come out. See all that juice?
Yeah.
Yes, so put the celery.
This is celery?
This here is the celery. Yes, and we are going to put the celery down the chute. Remember how you did those pineapples that time you made pineapple juice? I want you to put the celery down the chute. Good girl. Now celery is excellent for high blood pressure. Y'all thought garlic was good? Psh. Celery is the boss, all right? I'm not juicing celery because it's all the craze right now, all right? I don't do trending diets. I don't believe in trending diets. I don't believe in removing any food groups from my diet. I nourish with nature and I eat what my body asks for, all right? That's how I do. When you start removing, you know, when you get on those restrictive diets and you start removing all these different things from your diet, in the beginning, it seems like it's wonderful. Like, oh my God, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling better. With any diet, you're going to feel a whole lot better because you're removing all the junk that you stopped eating before. So of course you're going to feel great. But in the long run, you're gonna wind up with a whole bunch more health issues than you started with to begin with, all right? I've seen a lot of people who eliminated this and eliminated that, and they stopped eating this and they stopped eating that. And before you know it, they had thyroid issues and just all types of different issues, all right? So it's best to listen to your body, and that is what we do in my group, Nourish with Nature. We will learn to listen to our bodies. So I need you guys to hop on over if you are ready to become the CEO of your health. Yes, I need you to hop on over so we can learn from each other, so we can use a holistic approach to heal our bodies from the inside out. If you're on diabetes, you know, medication for diabetes or high blood pressure, and the doctor told you you're going to have to be on it for the rest of your life, that's a lie. You do not have to be on any meds for the rest of your life.
Can I put this in there?
If you had, yes, you can. Once you provide your body with the right, you know, the proper nutrition and the right conditions, you can pretty much reverse your chronic illness. You know, this is a start. Juicing, this is a start, but it's not all about food. There's a lot of different healing modalities. No, not the limes. The limes are a bit bitter. Sometimes I add lemons with the skins, and bitter foods is actually very, very good for your liver. So you want to, you know, feed your liver with bitter food. So sometimes I do leave the skins on, but it's a little bitter. So if you're into bitter stuff, that's fine. Go ahead and add it. But we're not going to add the whole thing today. We are just going to add, we're going to squeeze the juice in when we're done. All right, here's the apple that you were eating. Let's drop the core in. Drop the core in. All right, yes, but like I was saying, for celery, it's excellent for high blood pressure. We're not ready to do the beets yet. You have to follow. You want to be a good listener? All right, so what you're going to do, we're going to do the celery. You want to finish the celery, all right?
Okay.
Did you just put the lemon?
No.
What was that, celery?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to add more celery. Not cucumbers, just the celery, all right?
Okay.
And I try to do these things with my grandbaby because I want her to learn. So in the long run, if she happens to get sick or if she goes, you know, and eat all types of junk food and what have you, she's going to remember, you know what? My grandma used to do this and my grandma used to do, just like I do my grandma. My grandma didn't have me in the kitchen, like, oh, stand there and watch me cook, no. But just observing and going back and forth in the kitchen, I remember a whole lot of stuff that my grandma did. And yes, that cooking, domesticated gene, I did get that from my grandmother, of course. She was very domesticated. So I got that from her. All right, so I want to pass that along to my grandchild because you know these kids nowadays, a lot of people don't have or didn't have the grandmother that I had, you know, that could teach them and educate them about healing stuff and stayed in the kitchen and cooked in the kitchen and gave them real cooked food and stuff from the earth and things like that. Nowadays it's different. These grandparents nowadays, they don't know anything and they have to be educating themselves, researching and learning all over because they didn't have anyone to teach them. So I'm here to teach my grandbaby that, you know what, if we do this, if we juice, it can help our bodies. We don't have to be stuck on medication. Yeah, so you go to the doctor and they tell you you have diabetes. And what do? They give you a prescription, and you got to keep refilling it because what? You are a repeat customer. If you are working closely with your doctor, put them in, baby. Put in only the celery. If you're working very closely with your doctor and you want to get rid, you were diagnosed with a chronic illness and you want to get rid of that disease, you shouldn't be 5 years into the disease. You shouldn't be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, still 26 years, and you still have diabetes. What is your doctor doing? What is your medication doing? Is it healing you?
No.
Or what is it doing? It's keeping you a repeat customer. That's right, repeat customers. We don't want to be repeat customers. And your doctors, they can't really tell you, even if they are aware that foods are healing, a lot of things, if it doesn't fall under that allopathic umbrella, they can't really tell you because they didn't study nutrition in medical school. They don't know anything about nutrition. No, that's a zucchini. We're not ready to put the zucchini in yet. We want only celery. We're doing celery right now. All right?
What's that?
Yeah, they didn't spend, if they spent 7 or 9 hours out of the entire time that they went to medical school, they spent a lot of time in nutrition. They don't know anything about nutrition. All right? They studied medication and surgery. And I'm not bashing doctors. They do have their place. I'm not bashing them at all. I'm not against them. And if you don't believe me, go ask your doctor, how many years or months or hours of nutrition did you study in medical school? They don't, because that's not what's on the agenda. What's on the agenda is prescription drugs to keep the pharmaceutical industry going, not healing foods, all right? So these are some of the things that we will be discussing in my new group, Nourish with Nature, where we use a holistic approach to heal our bodies from the inside out. Look, all my juice is going away.
Yeah.
You have to make sure it's going in. So I'm here talking and all the juice is wasting. All right, so you have to make sure that it's going in here.